One of the things I read that I thought was really fucking cool is you guys set it up so that if this film performs well, the entire crew gets bonuses.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, hopefully it's successful.
I think it's gonna shit house if it doesn't.
It's a fucking
popular.
great movie, man. It's a fun movie.
But it's good, but it's not like, fucking we're saints or philanthropists. Like, it's completely self-serving, in my opinion. Because in order to do the job well, everybody who's working on it has to be really invested and give a shit about the result, not their paycheck only. And sometimes you work with a crew that just happen to be great anyway, even though they don't really have to care about it, and they do. And what we saw was like, that makes your movie better. And then there's just the thing of like the business is changing. You see these strikes and work stoppage and all these fucking questions. In order for this, I think, to survive and to be, a good middle class fucking artist, artisanal craftsman job, we got 1,200 people that, need to have reliable jobs. And part of the negotiations is always like, yeah, but we're all going to get fucked. Like, we have no participation. Like, used to working on movies, and it happens to actors too, where you go, oh, we all invested. It was really hard, and we fucking put in the extra effort. Somebody else walked away with all the success. And, my theory was with Matt was we were like, how about where, let's say, okay, it's just fairness, right? If this thing actually blows up and does really well, you should benefit from that. People have been, kind of given sort of promises of participation back and haven't come true. So this is like everyone got their rates, everyone got their hourly, no one cut anything. This is just an exercise in actually proving that it's not bullshit. That if there's success, you'll get some extra. A little success, a little extra. A little more, a little more.
But also, like you said, because it's fair,
It's fair.
And in success, the people who made the movie should participate in that. And also with this one, which was important to us, there's they delineate above the line and below the line, right? Like above the line being like us, the director,
like
and
the
producers,
cast
and below the line being kind of the more blue collar side of our industry, and
There's like painters, greensmen, camera people,
Yeah.
everybody else, drivers.
And so we just wanted we and believe, like when we started this company, we were like, look, we know who makes our movie better. Right? It's not. It's like this has kind of been mispriced the whole time. Like the economics have been wrong. Like when there's a big success, everybody who had a hand on it.
Because you see a great director that people rely on, or an actor that's considered bankable, they're all going, okay, I need all my people with me.
Yeah, every
Because
great
they're,
director I've worked with, and I've worked with a lot of them, they have their regular crew members that are ride or die with these people.
Right.
Because and you said it to me when we were starting the company. You were like, those department heads, who are each handling like, cinematography, your camera department, your grip department, your electric, like all those people are ultimately the people who make the movie good. Like they make a demonstrable difference in how good your movie is.
And imagine once you get a good flow with a great crew,
Exactly.
like you got the band.
Yeah. Like
there's no need to bring in new band members. Let's do this again.
Yeah. And because then like you have the situation where they all are filmmakers too. Everybody knows what we're trying to do. So like then what makes it, you're trying to get something special, something interesting, something fucking magical in some moment. You have to, like, if people are tight or if they've been out of shape or, it fucks up the environment, people aren't relaxed, actors can't do their best work. And that does make a difference between something that's good, average, great, whatever. And I think that if you say, like, it makes cognitive sense to people. But if you look around, like, what's his name? Colin Anderson, camera operator, right? Not the cinematographer. But I would tell you, I think he's the greatest camera operator there is in Hollywood. And if you want evidence of that, he shot Marty Supreme. He was a camera operator on one battle after another. You look at his resume, and you're like, oh, that's interesting. These are all fucking great movies. Now, is he personally responsible for all of it? No, because it's a collaborative medium. There is no, like, you can be a painter and paint by yourself. You can be a novelist and do that, sing, write music. You can't do this job alone. Like, there are a lot of people that go into it. Even when I realized, like, Matt was the lead in the last movie I did, Air, that I directed, having somebody so fucking good in your movie who also shows up, does his job, is friendly, isn't fucking around or playing games or being weird, like, that sets this tone. Everybody else kind of goes, okay, well, what's Damon like? Oh, I see. We're taking it seriously, but nobody's going to be a dick. We're all going to do our job. We're not going to take ourselves too seriously, but we're going to take the job really seriously. And immediately, everybody kind of snaps into that. That trickle-down effect goes across the whole thing. And I think the best thing that I know how to do as a director is just create an environment where people feel like they show up, people like me. They're rooting for me. I can fucking embarrass myself and be bad, and it's not going to be in the movie, and it was going to make me feel self-conscious. And
I'm listened to. My ideas.
yeah,
are
and if I
listened
have
to.
something
Yeah,
to offer, they're going to go, oh, that's a good idea. You know what I mean? And that's kind of the trick, in my view. And then you're depending on the gifts of all these people, every single one of them. You know, guys was, you know, some woman's assistant prop master is coming up with like the stuff that, you know, Phil Knight found, you know, his waffle from the shoe, they found it on eBay. Like, that's an extra mile. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And if you make people feel like it matters and you give a shit and that they're contributing and, oh, cool, let's do a close-up of that. That's really fucking cool. They'll die for you. They'll go all the way, and it changes the whole
and
dynamic.
if you bonus them.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt either. Yeah.
You know, it's not just all. You know, it's
not just rah, rah,
There's an
thanks a
actual
lot.
like codified bonus structure to say like
This is the way of recognizing that shit, right?
Yeah.
It's like in your paycheck too. It's not
That's
just
very real.
bullshit.
And
Yeah.
you guys developed this? Is this something that you would like? Kudos to you guys for addressing this, first of all, and recognizing it and having that attitude, because it's so important and it's so easy for big movie stars to just think about themselves and their
Well,
own
we're
career.
communists, Joe. We're from Cambridge.
Keep the car running.
no, but each deal has had this kind of. Each deal that we've done so far has been different because we've made deals with different studios and platforms and stuff like that.
And it just involved us basically retroactively going, hey, we came in under, we did a great job, there's extra money, here you go.
Mm-hmm.
This is the first time that we were able to actually create like a schedule where it's like, because, and by the way, we wouldn't have been able to do that without Netflix going, okay, cool. You think you can make this work? We'll give you a shot. Otherwise, we wouldn't have been able to do it. So we had to say, look, we're not asking you to take a cut. But, you know, if we can, and we can tell you, if the movie is watched as many hours in the first 90 days as like this movie A, that you all know what it is, then that's, you know, 20% of your salary, let's say, right? I mean, you should take a hit.